Kacie here, owner of Complete Confidence. Today's blog is about happiness and how it impacts your overall confidence. I'm aware that there are many different things that make each person happy, but what I want to talk about are things that I do specifically that, make me happy and ultimately improve my confidence. Because if you're not happy and you're just ultimately miserable, again, it's hard to be confident. So if you were to sit down and, either write out or even in a conversation, talk to somebody about, what have you done today, yesterday, last week that, that really made you happy, would you have an answer? And if you did, would you be satisfied with that answer? Would it be something that you were proud to talk about because it was so much fun and you could just see that passion coming through in your answer? Your whole demeanor just changes talking about all the fun things that you've done. And again, it could be something that's fun to you and maybe not fun to the person you're talking to. But that's not the point. The point is what makes you happy. So if I were to go through, say, today, for example, I would tell you that, I started out my day, woke up, thought about all the things that I was grateful for before I even opened my eyes, and was grateful for being able to do that, waking up in my cozy room with the air conditioner on. It was all dark, got to sleep in a little bit, get up, put my feet on the floor, and I'm just excited to start a new day. Went ahead and started out my day working out, so, I got my run in, went ahead and walked both my dogs, who absolutely are just so much fun whenever they get to go walking. They are so excited. And then I even did my resistance training for the day. So I got all that out the way, and it does a couple things. One, I'm not dreading it for the rest of the day and worrying about, am I going to get it done? And two, it gives me more energy for the rest of the day. So then I got ready, showered, got dressed, makeup, hair, which I love doing my makeup and my hair. And then I went and met a friend out for lunch. So we had lunch, had great conversation, and it was fun conversation. It wasn't all just work and things like that. And we were talking about our husbands, talking about TV shows, just a bunch of just random stuff that was just really low-key and just interesting and fun. And then I came home today and actually helped a client with a business situation that they've been trying to work through. And now I'm doing my video blog. And that's just today. So if I were to talk to you about my previous week, some of the things that would be involved in that. So last Wednesday, I went with a big group of friends, and we went and saw Mumford & Sons. I had an absolutely phenomenal time. Got to tailgate prior to the show, and then actually go in and enjoy the opening acts as well as Mumford. Stayed the entire time. It was, like I said, phenomenal. Just such a great show. And then this past weekend, huge Carolina fan, for those of you who do not know, went to Carolina, but they played Vanderbilt and got to actually tailgate for that game with another group of friends and had tickets to the game, went into the game. And while we ultimately won, had a really good time tailgating and actually watching the game. And then even this past week, I went to the Women at Heart event for Palmetto Hospital and met a lot of great women there. Went and did a networking event on Tuesday night in South Carolina Connections. Met some phenomenal people there, business owners alike. And then on Wednesday, I always have my training session, so that's always with my best friend since first grade. And then my personal trainer, who is a friend of mine as well. So just have a great time every Wednesday morning. Just starts off my Wednesday. Get through that middle of the week hump. And then even since then, had lunch with a friend today. Just enjoyed that. As well as tonight, I'm going to a get-together and going to make some new friends. And then tomorrow night, after the football game, I'm actually going to a disco party. So I get to go, rock out, put on my disco attire, and go celebrate one of my other friends' 30th birthdays. And that's just, the past 7 days and the next couple. So, again, all those things may not sound interesting to you, and that's fine. The point isn't for you to do everything that I do that makes me happy. The whole point is for you to do the things that make you happy. And I know some of you are probably thinking, well, you don't have kids or this, that, and the other. You don't have all these other obligations. And, you may be right on some of those accounts. But the friend that I had lunch with today, she's got a little girl. And one of the things that she said to me was that a friend told her before she had a child that you have to incorporate your children into your life. You can't change your life for them. So in the ways that you can, you incorporate them. And she's tried to do that in various different ways. And, you know, she was jokingly saying that she and her daughter go to happy hour. And it's not that they're actually going to some bar somewhere, but, you know, between the hours that are typically happy hour, so 4 to 6, 4 to 7, they go and they have lunch together, just the two of them. And, you know, her daughter drinks tea and she might have one drink, but she's still out and about and enjoying herself. And her daughter has the best time and knows all the wait staff and everything else. And, you know, it just sounded like a really fun experience. So if you take that and apply that to a situation in your life, you know, how can you incorporate your family, your friends, and just fun into the things that you do on a daily, weekly basis? How much more you would enjoy and appreciate life, and then what that does to open you up to others, to bring in more joy and more happiness. And again, that leads to your overall confidence. So I already touched on what I did this past week, and I wanted to give some additional examples of things that, you know, that I do myself, with my husband, with friends, family, whatever the case may be. And one of the big things that we do here in Columbia is go float down the river. And we'll get, you know, even if it's just a couple of us, it may be a huge group of friends. That's actually what we did for my birthday this past summer. Get a huge group of people, get your tube, your pool float, whatever you want, and you all get attached and you just float down the river and just enjoy the weather, get to enjoy the wildlife. It's a whole lot of fun, and I'm sure there's other ways that you can incorporate things of that nature. I already mentioned I enjoy working out, so whether that's walking, running around my neighborhood, I really enjoy being able to take my dogs out and letting them explore, and just, they get so excited when they know they're going for a walk, and I'm about to put that harness on them. They're just jumping all around. I can barely get it on them. Also enjoy doing things that are a little more relaxing. So like I already mentioned, you know, sitting on the couch and just watching TV. I love watching movies. I have a huge DVD collection. Love continuing to add to that. So days that I can do that, days to just sit and watch football, or on the other side of that, you know, yoga, meditation, Pilates, some sort of relaxing physical activity is always fun. You know, I mentioned sports, so whether you're watching or whether you're involved in them, it's always fun. It gets you involved with other people, it gives you something to talk about whenever you're interacting with other people. Going and seeing your favorite concert or show, things like that. You know, I mean, just having a spontaneous night out. So, like last night, some friends just hit us up around 4:30 and we're like, hey, we're going to have drinks at so-and-so at this time. If you want to meet us, we're like, heck yeah. We already planned dinner. I was about ready to start cooking and everything. And I was like, you know what? I can do that tomorrow night. Let's go. Let's have some fun with our friends. Just have a few drinks, and then we'll come back and, you know, do whatever for the rest of the night. So, I mean, you know, you can, again, sit down and make a list if, you know, if that's what works for you. I'm a list girl, so that works for me. But make a list of the things that you enjoy doing, whether it's things that you currently do, things that you want to do, things that you've done in the past, but things that ultimately make you happy that you can incorporate into your daily, weekly, monthly routine. And even if you just start with one thing and build on it, at least you started there. But the important thing is you can't project confidence in yourself if you are not happy. And it's difficult to be happy if you're not putting yourself first and thinking about the things that ultimately make you happy. So again, I am Coach Kacie from Complete Confidence. I am a career confidence and leadership coach. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like additional information, you can also go to my website at www.KoachKacie.com. That's Coach with a K and Kacie with a K. KoachKacie.com. Thank you and have a great day.